You're stressed out of your mind with kids, with work, with school, and the list continues to go on, and you have absolutely no idea on how to manage it. Today we're going to talk about managing stress through exercise. Let's talk about it. It's just a little bit harder. How did you make the fight than being put? What's up, y'all? It's me again, Simanga Michael Njapa, personal trainer and online coach. Today we're going to talk about managing stress through exercise. Now, right out the gate, please make sure that you leave this video a like. Let me know if it's going to be helpful. If you've seen one of my other videos, let me know if those were helpful. And please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And let's get into it. Okay, managing stress through exercise. Let's understand this. First, we have to understand what stress is. Stress is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting in adverse or demanding circumstances. So a lot like the stress in terms of when an object experiences stress, we can experience that stress as humans, like on our bodies when we work out and whatever. And it's ironic how stress can be when we work out and we stress our body in that way to elicit a certain response, but also how that working out itself can be a cure of stress. But the stress we're kind of talking about here is more so the stress where we're feeling it in our heads, we're feeling it, psychologically, more psychological stress, and how exercise can help with that or alleviating that kind of stress. So exercise does this thing where it promotes feel-good hormones, endorphins in our body. In our bodies get released when we exercise. And I'm not just talking about one type of exercise. You know, I am a big advocate for strength training, building muscle, all that kind of stuff. But some exercise is better than no exercise. If you're coming from a place where you haven't done anything, just doing some sort of exercise. And I know this because one of the people I trained, we just started with him, but he hasn't been doing much. He was like a rugby person when he used to be in school. But long story less long, he didn't do much ever since he stopped college rugby and all that kind of stuff. And now that he's kind of getting back into it, he remembers how good it feels to be moving again. So that's the beauty of exercise and how it can help facilitate alleviating stress in that way. Also, exercise helps promote better and more restorative sleep. And that in and of itself, we've talked about it in previous videos where sleep sometimes is the best thing in a lot of ways, is the best thing to just help you recover, help you be better in terms of your cognitive focus, your actual functioning in the gym, your actual strength output, all that kind of stuff. Sleep is just amazing. So exercising or doing some sort of exercise helps you sleep better, which in and of itself helps you manage stress. So again, win-win. Okay, that was point number one. Point number two now is more so just going to be raising awareness on what kind of exercise modalities can help alleviate some of that stress. So modalities like yoga, strength training is really good for that. Mindfulness activities, there's one I'm forgetting. What is it?
A few minutes later.
Aerobic exercise. That's just exercise that gets your heart rate up. So some sort of movement, some sort of exercise is always going to be better than not doing anything at all. So the modalities that I mentioned earlier, it's more so about finding modalities that you enjoy, modalities that you can stick to over time, because when you enjoy it, you can stick to it. Now, there is nuance there when if you're trying to recompose our body and lose body fat and gain muscle, maybe you might not enjoy strength training as much, but then you also have to have the awareness and understanding that this one will be best for this kind of goal that I have. But if your goal is just to alleviate some sort of stress that you have through exercise, then just choosing that modality that works for you, that is the most comfortable, most enjoyable, and that you can stick to over a period of time is always going to win. Okay, please make sure you leave me a comment in the video or down below just to let me know what kind of modalities you enjoy, how you've used exercise to lessen stress, because I feel like we all know that feeling. Or even if you haven't, you could ask me in the comments which one will be best for you, and we can almost kind of chop it up and kind of find out what would work best for yourself. Please make sure that you stay to the end of the video, because as usual, I'm just going to drop a bonus clip on another point of awareness on how exercise can manage your stress. Right, on to the third one. Okay, number 3 is tips on how to incorporate exercise into your daily life and your routine. So with this one, it kind of feeds in a little bit to what I mentioned earlier about finding exercise or modalities that you enjoy. But with these modalities now, you need to make sure that you can get them into your life. So however your life looks, however busy you are or not busy you are, see if you're super busy, maybe start with 15 minutes. 15 minutes a day, 15 minutes maybe twice a day, 15 minutes maybe once a day, twice a week, or 3 times a week. But in such a way that it's manageable for you and you're not asking too much of yourself at the beginning. Because I've been through this, and I'm sure other coaches have been through this, where someone is super excited at the beginning, but they can't keep up that pace because we already know you're going to burn out. There's going to come a time where you're not super motivated anymore, and you just need to kind of stick to what you can stick to. Okay, so just make sure that you have modalities that you can stick to, and you're realistic about how you could do it and how you could factor it in and make time for it. Because yes, we're all busy, but we have to make time for it. The other point with that I also wanted to mention was you want to have realistic goals. You want to have realistic goals on where you are, where your strength level is, where your fitness is, and where you want it to go and how long that's going to take. I can't tell you how often someone would come to me and be like, I saw you whatever, I'm eager to do this, I want to lose whatever in such a time, and they might have gained it in 3 years and they want to lose it in 6 months. I'm like, that's probably not going to happen. And if we were to do something that was going to give you that outcome close to that amount of time, it wouldn't be something that's sustainable for you and how your life looks right now. So it's all about sustainability. It's all about being realistic with your goals and taking it one step at a time, because whether we like it or not, this exercise thing takes time, guys. People will be like, no, I don't want to be jacked. Some clients that weight train with me will be like, no, I don't want to weight train and be jacked. I'm like, first of all, it takes an incredible amount of time to be jacked, an incredible amount of dedication over years. So trust me, you're not going to get jacked, because that's not your goal. We're not going to train in such a way that you're going to get jacked. Anyways, moving on. The bonus point number 4 is all about additional strategies. So here you want to try and sort of incorporate things like meditation, things like breathing exercises. Those are other things that can help manage your stress level, even if you don't necessarily get into the gym. There's another one I'm missing here. And just maintaining a healthy lifestyle. Like, if we had 2 plates of food in front of us, most of us would know which one is the healthier one. And so just making those decisions more often than not makes a big difference in terms of our lives. I feel like I always tell my clients, I don't expect you to be perfect. I don't expect you to be perfect from the day we start to, we're 6 months in. I'm still not expecting you to be perfect. I'm just expecting you to try to do better, to try to improve yourself. That's what it's really about. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can link the Akshay video up here, because that video, I almost don't get tired of linking it, because it has all these lessons that I mentioned in these videos in it, with someone who's gone through the process and is continuing to go through the process, and how their life has changed just from making some of these changes. Right, that is the video, guys. I hope that was helpful. Please make sure you share this with someone who you know needs to try and manage their stress level through exercise. They've been talking about it. They've been saying, I need to exercise, I need to exercise. You need to exercise now. Enough talking, it's time to do. Like the video, comment for me, please. And be on the lookout for the starter pack program. I've been working on that. Me and my team have been working on that very diligently. It's something that is going to help beginners start off in the space correctly, start off their journeys in such a way that they'll have the best information that I've gathered in my experience of training myself and the experience of training other people, and it'll really just streamline their process a lot more. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you on the other side.